guys, today I'm just going to do a video about my nursing journey and how I got into nursing school. Before I get started, I just want to take this opportunity to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Be sure that you watch the full video on this one because I think it's a really good video, informative video. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I decided to do a video about how I got into nursing school on my drive into work. I have like a 20 to 25 minute drive into work, so I have a little time to chat and just give my story and maybe throw in some tips here and there. But so my journey started like a long time ago. I guess back in high school, I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a NICU nurse. And like a lot of people, I got off track. I was a very good student in high school. Throughout school, I was a good student. I just love school. I graduated in the top 10% of my school, and I had a pretty big class. We started off like 900 some people in our class. And I think we ended up with like 600 and something. So it was pretty good size. So my first year of school, I ended up going to a private school for the first year. And then that was a little expensive. So I ended up coming back and finishing school at a JUCO and getting my associates. And then I went on to get my bachelor's in journalism. Okay, so how did I get from nursing to journalism? I have no clue. Like I said, we got off track, and I got kind of, I guess, overwhelmed a little bit with the whole college thing, and I didn't do as good in college as I had wanted to, or as I did in high school. I don't know what it was. Then I ended up, my third year of school, I ended up getting pregnant with my son, and so I was living away from home at that time, going to school there. So I ended up finishing my semester, and then I just moved back home and had my son, and I still finished my degree, but I finished in journalism because I was just trying to get out of school at that point, and it was the degree that was easiest for me to complete. And so I ended up doing that, and then just began to work in that. I wasn't a journalism, but I did computer work. I did like graphic arts work and video work and stuff like that, which I still do now. And so I don't know how long this video is going to be, y'all. But I ended up doing that, and I ended up getting married some years later. I got married probably when my son was like 4 or 5, close to 6. And let's back up. Before me getting married, I had, like I said, I graduated. Then I went on to work on my master's degree in communications. And so while I was pursuing my master's degree, I found out about this world of speech language pathology, which at the time, I didn't know, there was such a thing. So I got interested in it, and so I switched my major to speech language pathology. And as y'all can see, I was like confused. All this stuff I done been through, because I done went from nursing to journalism to communications to speech pathology. And so I started working toward that, and I did all my prereqs for that. And I had a really good GPA. I had like a 3.5, and I didn't get into the program to complete the speech language pathology degree. And so when I didn't get in, it kind of like really crushed me. Like I didn't know what to do at that point. And because I only applied in one school, because I really didn't want to move too far away from home at the time, because my son was only like a year and a half when I did that. And so I wanted to make sure that I had help. So yeah, it crushed me. So fast forward, I get married, I do life with my husband, and just get caught up in raising kids and working or whatever. And so along the way, probably, I I don't know, maybe 5 years into the marriage, or maybe even more, a little more, I can't remember. I was like, I want to go ahead and try nursing, you know. And in between all of that, I had found other stuff that I could do. I had started working on my teacher certification and all of that, but I just, for some reason, I really couldn't just get into that, because I love kids or whatever, but I just really couldn't get into the teaching thing. I subbed and all of that. But anyway, so I started working on my nursing degree, and I had to go in and take some prereqs such as A&P. So I just started with one class, A&P 1. And it was just, I did good. I did pretty good. I got a B in the class, but it was hard because I don't feel like I had the support, you know, to do it, because we know that nursing is a time-consuming degree, and if you don't have support within your household or whatever, then it makes it extra hard. So I took that one class, and I decided to not do anything else after that, to not pursue it, because it was just difficult to split my time and do that. So fast forward, I ended up getting divorced. It was an 11-year marriage. And at that time, my son, he was 16, I think. And so I got divorced, and I moved out, and then COVID hit. And I think even before COVID hit, I decided to go back and pursue nursing. And I was like trying to figure out something. Before I even decided to pursue nursing, I was just trying to figure out what is it that I wanted to do with my life, because I feel I'm one of those persons that try to please other people and put other people before I put myself first, you know, put other people first. And so I feel like I did that. I've been doing that my whole life. And so I really had to have some self-reflection go on and try to figure out what it is that would make me happy. And so I ended up thinking, well, hey, nursing is something that I wanted to pursue, you know. So I was like, okay, why not give it a try? So I went and I researched what classes that I needed to have. We have 2 schools in our area that I could apply for, so I researched for both schools what I needed to apply. And I researched the GPA, the entrance exam, and all of that. And for both schools, I needed to take the T's. One was a JUCO school, and one is a university. And so I ended up taking A&P 2 because I already had A&P 1, but it was past 5 years, so I had to do a refresher course and get a certificate in it. So I did that, and then I took A&P 2. I got an A in that class. I took it during the summer, so it was like super fast paced. And I was able to go in person and do that class, which I was so grateful, because, you know, like I said, it was COVID going on. So then I ended up having to take, I had psychology courses already, but I didn't have the grades that I wanted. I had like a C in psychology. I had 2, I think I had a B and a C, because it was 2 psychology courses that I needed. So let me tell y'all about my psychology course, y'all. So I took intro to psychology over again, because I had a B in that one, and I wanted an A. So I got an A, and then in the other psych and development, I think I had a C in it. So I wanted to take that one over as well. So after I took the intro course, I signed up to take the next course. Y'all, let me tell you, why did I take that class, the same class, 3 times? Because I remember I said I took intro the first time back when I was in college, my first time, and I got a B. So I took it again, got an A. And so in my mind, I thought I was taking the next psychology course, but I had registered to take the same psychology course. And it threw me because it was different, you know, stuff was different. And I didn't know that I had took it until I had talked to my advisor, and we was going over my transcript. and she was saying, it looked like you took the same class 3 times. I was like, no, I did not take the same class 3 times. That can't be. And so I went back and she told me, well, go ahead and research it, look at your material and see if it's same and da-da-da. So I did all of that. Lo and behold, it was the same course, y'all. I don't know how in the Sam Art Hill I took the same course. And I was just so devastated. I was crushed. Oh my God. When I finally it sunk in and I just realized that I was driving, I had to pull over because I was just crying so hard because I felt so discouraged and defeated because, you know, I'm trying to make sure that I get A's in all of these courses that I'm retaking so I can up my chances of getting into either nursing program. And so, yeah, I wanted to quit so bad after that because I was paying out of pocket at that time. And I was going through some stuff at home. I had some personal things going on, and it was just a lot. And so but I didn't quit, as you can see, because I'm in nursing school now. And so I had to take chemistry over, so I took that class over. I got an A in that. And then I had to take statistics, which I never took. Yeah, I got a C in statistics. I was so upset, and I didn't have time to retake it because I was trying to get into the program during the fall, or it was the summer, I can't remember, the summer, and I didn't have time to retake it. And I was doing so good in that class until I took the final, and it dropped my grade like that, and I was so upset. I really didn't like my teacher either. But so yeah, I took all my prereqs, so I ended up getting mostly A's, and I got like a C, like I said, in statistics. And then I had to let that psychology course that I needed to retake, I had to let that slide too because I didn't have time to retake it. But so then I ended up taking the T's after I did most of my prereqs. I took my T's the first time. I can't remember the minimum for our school. It was like low, but you know that doing the minimum is not good enough. You know, they just say that's the minimum. So you want to make sure that you get as far above that minimum as you can. So the first time I took it, I got like a 77. And I think the minimum was like in the 50s or so. And so my advisor was like, you know, you have a pretty good GPA, but, you know, you retake it just to see if you can get a higher grade, a higher score on it. So I applied to retake it. Well, I registered to retake it. And I wasn't discouraged or anything like that because, you know, the T's, to me, it's not super hard, but it's so broad, especially with the science part. It's so broad of information that you have to study. And I know some schools do the HESI, but my schools did the T. So it's just a broad range of information that you have to have and remember. And, you know, so I can make another video for the T's and how I studied for that. But I ended up retaking it, and I was so nervous. And when I was retaking, it seemed like every time I had to do something major, something would happen in my personal life that would throw me off. I mean, every single time. And it really was discouraging. But I kept pressing, and so that day I went on ahead and took my T's test over again, and I ended up making like, I think an 84.6 or something like that. And so after I took the test, I was good with my score. You know, of course I would have wanted to do better, but like I had stuff going on in my head that I was thinking about. And when I got through taking the test, when I got to my car, I was just boo-hooing because of the personal issues that I was having at the time. And I was happy, like I said, I was happy I scored that, but I was just overwhelmed about having to take that test and deal with what I had to deal with. And so I went on ahead and I told my advisor what I made, and she said that was good. She was good with that score. So I went on ahead and applied. And so I was so nervous. I applied to both schools. In my schools, we had to go through like for one of the schools, the university, we had to do a video interview and post it so they can watch that. And then the other one, we had to do in-person interviews, and we had to do like little stations or whatever. And so I was so nervous because just by listening to me and all the stuff that I've been through and how long I've been in school and all that kind of stuff, you can tell I'm not the youngest one on the block. I'm really not, you know. And knowing that I have a son that's a teen, you know, I'm not young. So I'm thinking that I have to get in, like the first time I applied, because I really don't want to just be in school when I'm just like super old. No offense to anybody that's past a certain age. I say go for it. I went for it. I'm going for it. And I didn't let my age stop me. Sometimes I do kind of get down on myself for waiting this long to pursue my nursing degree, because I think about, you know, if I would have stuck with it, or if I wouldn't have got off track, I would have been a nurse already. I would have been well established. But everything happens for a reason. It builds character. You know, you build character along the way. And that's just my particular journey that I had to take for myself, I guess. So, yeah. So I applied. I'm nervous. So I can't remember which one. I think I got my JUCO acceptance first. And so I saw that I was accepted. I was super excited, you know, and nothing wrong with having associates in nursing, but I wanted the BSN because I didn't want to have to go back to school to pursue my BSN. I already have a bachelor's or whatever. So I wanted to go ahead and just go for the gusto and be done with it. And so I think my university acceptance took a little bit longer. It might have been like 2 or 3 weeks. So I was trying to hold out accepting the position at the JUCO school because I didn't want to accept and take somebody else's spot. So I was like, oh my God, I wish they would just hurry up. And I was just nervous for like 3 weeks or so. And I had a girl that I work with. She knew what I was trying to do, and she had went to the same school that I was applying at, and she knew some girls that had applied for the program as well. And so she called me and she was like, hey, have you got you a letter yet? Have they emailed you? Because some of my friends are getting emails. And I was like, no, I hadn't checked yet. And she was like, check right now. So I was like, okay. So I went in to check, and y'all, I seen that acceptance and that congratulations. I was so excited. Oh my God, I was so excited. So of course y'all know I took that. I took that one, and it was a tough journey, super tough journey to getting to where I am now. I'm on my 3rd semester. I have 1 more semester after this one. I'm excited about this semester. Every time I go to class or every time I pull up on the campus, no matter how hard it is or it may feel at the time, I'm always so grateful. I'm just, when I sit and I think about, oh my God, I am actually pursuing a dream that I had when I was in high school. This many years later, I am just so thankful and so grateful for this opportunity. And like, I've been through so much. Like I said, these past couple of years doing nursing school, it seemed like I was hit with everything. If y'all just knew all the stuff that I've been hit with, y'all would be like, wow, I don't see how you even doing this right now. And so I just wanted to do this video just to encourage those that are thinking about pursuing a nursing degree and thinking that, hey, maybe I'm too old, or, you know, too much time has passed and I can't do it. But I just want to encourage you and tell you that you can, and you're not too old. I have people in my program that are older than me, you know, and so you're not too old. Go for it. If it's your dream, it don't even have to be nursing school. It could be something else that you're thinking about. Just get started. Just do it. You know, it doesn't hurt you to try to do it. The only thing that you will have to do, if you try and you fail, at least you tried. And if you fail, that doesn't mean stop. That just means maybe you need to correct something or do something a little bit different and try it a different way. But anyways, this video is long already, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there. I made it to work, and I'm just I'm just so grateful. I'm ready to get started with my next semester, y'all. I'm just ready because I can see the finish line is far away to me, but it's not, and I'm getting closer and closer. So I'm just excited about things that are to come, and hopefully I'll be able to keep you guys up to breast with what's going on. I know this is going to be a busy semester for me, but hopefully I'll be able to still produce some videos that you guys can watch and learn from. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Thank you for listening to my video as you took a ride with me to work. All right, bye.